Fingers crossed that he just gets there fast, because they still haven't given me any update on what is going on with him. Right now they're just kind of looking him over, trying to call the other hospital, and we'll see. What the most important thing is that he just gets help and care he needs, so we'll see. Alright, it's just crazy. I mean, literally, it just is so crazy how it started. Yesterday, we thought he was getting a cold. He just had a sore throat, runny nose. And then all night, it was just from like 3 a.m. on, he was just waking me up and saying, like, hey, I'm really hot, really hot, really hot. And I kept trying to cool him down, giving him cold rags. This morning, he just was not feeling well. He's like, I've never felt like this. It's just getting worse and worse. I can't take any more Tylenol. I do not feel well at all. He kept saying that the acid is really bad inside his stomach. And then I was like, okay, so no Tylenol will break the fever. What can we do? Trying to figure how I can help him. He was too uncomfortable to sleep. He would just kind of go in and out. And that's when he threw up. And he threw up black stuff. Then all of a sudden, like 10 minutes later, he did again. A lot this time. And I was like, okay, that's not normal. And my mom even mentioned, like, hey, he could be bleeding internally. I was like, I don't know, like, isn't that something you kind of feel for a while, or have really bad stomach pain, something? He kept saying it feels like there's something stuck inside his chest. And so I called the doctor to come to the house. And when they asked me what was going on with him, and I told them he was vomiting black, they said, please send us a picture. And they said, this looks like, I can't say it right, hemostasis, which is internally bleeding. Please call the ambulance. And that's when it just, I mean, literally went from like, this could be a common cold or flu or something to, like it's an emergency. And that's just, now he said he's being admitted for the internal bleeding. How does this happen? How does something like that happen? Yep. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, so now we have to wait until they get him checked into his new room. And they said that they will call us as soon as they're ready.
He has a room?
And yeah, he has a room because he's going to stay overnight.
Like for 2 days or 1?
Just one day right now. They're going to monitor him, make sure that the bleeding's not get worse.
I hope his like ulcer right here
I don't know where
is
it is,
like
honey.
not like gonna pop all the way.
Yes. So, yes, they
How
believe.
How can he have an ulcer right here?
Nobody's in your belly. So basically, the doctors right now believe that he maybe has a stomach ulcer that opened up and started bleeding. And so they're going to just do the test where they stick the camera down in your throat in the morning and see exactly how bad it is. Make sure it's just monitored by medicine, and that way then he can get all better. It was just really scary hearing I'm bleeding internally, and I'll be in ICU when they're admitting me. But at least he's here, getting taken care of, and we'll see him soon.
24 hours later.
Okay, so it is now 10:58 in the morning the next day. I got a couple of calls from Marco this morning. They did the test, so they did the test around 8 a.m. And he said there are two things. Either the results are going to come back and the bleeding has stopped, so they'll give him some medicine and go home. Or if it has not stopped and is more serious, then he'll have to stay and do a lot more testing and everything. So right now we are just waiting for the results. We're hoping for positive results so that way he can come home. So we'll see when the results come back. So it's about 11 a.m. now. So we'll see. I'm guessing around maybe 2 p.m. or something. We'll get an update. We're hoping. So, yes, it was a long night, but just glad that something sent us to the doctor, to call the doctor so that way they could advise us the best route. It was actually an emergency, not just a flu or something that we could have just let go. So if it wasn't for us thinking, hey, let's get a doctor, who knows how long this could have gone on, maybe 2-3 more days, and it could have gotten so much worse. So we're just hoping for the best now.
So today they did whatever I call it, the tube down through your throat to see if the bleeding is stopping or not. Now this is the first time I had any food or water. I hadn't had any food or water for more than 24 hours. And then you get acidic just because it's fighting it. Yeah, skip this too. And then from there, maybe when I did that, hey, how are you, doctor? How are you?
Good. Let me see. Boleh bagi cerita?
Just a sec.
Cool. How are you doing so far?
Good.
Good.
Yes.
During the scope, was you awake?
Yeah.
Half awake? Fully awake?
I think fully awake.
Fully. Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay. Was bleeding at the esophagus. Now it wanted attention from you,
Okay.
so it bleeds out.
Okay.
So actually it has become ulcer.
And also, okay.
It's between the stomach and the
Esophagus.
esophagus. So we call this reflux disease,
Okay.
and you have the reflux esophagitis, and it has caused ulcer.
Okay.
It was bleeding, so we have to inject something to stop the bleeding.
Okay.
If everything is okay, perhaps tomorrow we probably can go back.
I see you tomorrow. We're hoping for some good news tomorrow. They're just going to finish getting the results from the test and watch how he does tonight. And hopefully, if the belly still does good, he'll be ready to come home tomorrow. And here's Daddy. We're ready to go home?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, a long 3 days.
Yes.
They took care of you though, yeah?
Yeah, feeling brand new.
Oh my gosh, good. At least you got to shower,
Yep.
all cleaned up. So we'll just get the final stuff.
Pay the bill.
Most important, pay the bill.
Yes.
And then we'll be free to go, yeah?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, they did really good here in Malaysia, no?
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, very good, Malaysia. You guys
Good
are
job.
awesome. Yeah, very good medical system. So we appreciate you. You saved him. You saved my babe. Thank you. Thank you, Malaysia. All right. Yes.